everyone, how's it going? It is your pal, Sal here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to our Cher discography journey. Today I am really excited for this one because we're tackling another Sonny and Cher album. So today we are listening to The Wondrous World of Sonny and Cher. So this was the second studio album released by Sonny and Cher, and this came out around May of 1966. I could not find an actual date for the time it came out, but May seems to be the time, so all to itself. And this album charted at number 34 on the Billboard 200. This album came out about 7 months after Look at Us, and in between Look at Us we got All I Really Want to Do by Cher and The Sunny Side of Cher. This album, in fact, just came out just literally just like 2 months after The Sunny Side of Cher. So Cher and Sonny and Cher, it's weird saying Cher and Sonny, they were busy bees. And also in between this as well too, Sonny and Cher released a compilation album, which is called, I want to show it here because I have a little something to show you guys, which is called Baby Don't Go, Sonny and Cher and Friends. I haven't had the chance to listen to it yet. But one of the things that I'm trying to do as I go on my little Cher journey is that, especially with the older albums, I want to own all of them on vinyl with the best I can do. And actually, recently, I just got a lot. It came with all these three that you're going to see right here. I now own Look at Us on vinyl, the Baby Don't Go on vinyl, and the album we're talking about today, The Wondrous World of Sonny and Cher. So before I continue with the rest of the stats, one of the things I want to say about this cover is that, let me tell you something, the outfit that Sonny has on in this photo right here, I want it ever so bad. I love the shirt, or the sweater, the pants, and the corduroy pants, and also these boots. I would cry if I owned this in my wardrobe collection. So just want to get that out there right away. And one more thing, with this album, there were 2 singles that came out, which were But You're Mine, which charted at number 15, and What Now, My Love, which charted at number 14. That is about all I have to say about the stats of this album, but I'm excited to listen to this. I love Sonny and Cher. I love what they bring to the table together. They're just the most adorable duo that ever lived, and I'm very thrilled to be going on this journey. So we're gonna get started with The Wondrous World of Sonny and Cher, and we begin with the only track I've heard off of this album, which is Summertime. I mean, in terms of I've heard the Sonny and Cher version of this before. So here we go. Let's do it. Summertime. A little Porgy and Bess.
Summertime and living is easy. Fish are jumping.
Fish are jumping.
I said, baby, don't cry. No, 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 no.
No, no.
Your daddy's rich.
Daddy's rich. Okay, with Summertime, I'm mainly familiar with this track. I know it comes from the opera, or I think, no, it's not an operetta, so I think it's full-on opera, Porgy and Bess. I'm mostly familiar with the 2012 revival that had Audra McDonald and Norm Lewis. As a theater kid, you know these things. Not too familiar with the story, but I know this song, and traditionally it's an operatic, with Summertime. That's what it's supposed to be. So this is like a modern day interpretation of it. And you know what? I think it works. It's kind of funny. I wasn't thinking too much of the opera version, so I was getting into it. But I feel like it lyrically doesn't gel, because I mean, one of the things that led to Sonny and Cher not doing as well towards the end of the era of the 60s and the 70s is because, like, they just were not they were the old hippies, and then there was the new generation, you know what I mean? So lyrically, I don't think this jives so much with that era, but I did like its modern interpretation. The production of it was a little harsh, but it also sounded very real and raw, so I liked that too. Will it ever replace, a good soprano singing it? Obviously not, but it's a fun start to the album. Track number 2, Tell Him, which is a song that I think I may know, because I think Bette Midler covered it in her, Not For the Boys, that's a film, the It's the Girls album, but I'm not too familiar with it, so here we go. I just know it's like a 60s standard.
God, love, God, I want it bad.
God, I want it bad.
Into your blood.
I know something. Tell him.
You're never gonna leave him. Tell him that you're always gonna love him. Tell him right now.
Maybe I do like this song. Hang on.
Ever since the
tell him. You gotta tell him.
Tell him that you're never gonna leave. Tell him that you're always gonna love.
Okay, that was Tell Him, and while I don't specifically remember ever hearing this song before, I know I have because I've listened to that, and I was right, this is the same song that Bette Midler covered. The reason why I remembered the title is because when I saw the Bette Midler album and I saw that there was a song called Tell Him, I thought she was covering, because it's like that album is dedicated to girl groups, but I really wholeheartedly thought she was covering Tell Him by Celine Dion and Barbra Streisand, you know, tell him that the sun and moon rise in his eyes. Oh, I love that song so much. So this Tell Him is, I mean, lyrically it's not that different from them. It's like the guy that you're like, tell him that you're never gonna leave him, tell him that you're yada yada yada. I liked the drive that Sonny and Cher brought to it. Although I've never heard the original, so I couldn't really. This definitely does sound though that it would be like a girl group song, very in vein of like the Supremes or something. But I actually realized that I might just like this song. It's very catchy. I mean, you won't forget to tell him. I'll tell you that much. So tell him that you're never gonna leave him. Tell him that. Okay, so you know what? It's catchy. I'm putting a like next to it. I'd listen to it again. I'm wondering what difference that Sonny and Cher brought to it, because it's not their song, but I did enjoy it. Track number 3, I'm Leaving It All Up to You.
I'm leaving it all up to you.
Okay, Cher, tell me. What are you leaving up to me?
You decide on my love.
Yes, I do.
Always do. That's why I'm leaving it up to you. Now do
I like the drive behind this. Okay. Wait, that sounds so familiar. Okay, this was an interesting song for Sonny and Cher to sing because it's really a breakup song in a sense. Cher is telling Sonny, she's like, I'm leaving it up to you. Are we staying together or are we through? And from what I gather, Sonny, I don't know, Sonny's not giving her the clearest answer. And it seems like Cher kind of would rather they, now granted they're just playing characters in this because you know it's music, it's art, it's performance, but it's funny to hear them like be like, I'm leaving it up to you. That was interesting. I did like its drive behind it. Again, this is another cover. It looks like originally it was by someone by the, oh no, wrong person. Wait, hang on, where'd it go? I just had it up. It's a song by Dale and Grace. I don't know them, but interesting song, especially, you know, like you're saying, like I'm leaving it. It sounds like they're leaving it, like here you go, it's up to you. So I did enjoy this, and I would listen to it again. Track number 4, But You're Mine. We're going a little country here. I forgot, this was also the first single, and this Sonny wrote it.
when people say you're not my kind.
Oh, I see where this is headed. I feel
That
it.
your clothes are out of line.
Hey, no, this outfit's great, Cher.
And that your hair isn't combed all the time. You're not real pretty, but you're mine.
You're not real pretty, but you're mine.
But I got some real
I
sense for them. Look in your eyes, they see.
Okay, that was But You're Mine, and I have to say, this song really wants to be I Got You, Babe. It starts off really, really nice. I like it where she's like, you're not pretty, your clothes aren't cute, but you're mine. And then after that, I was like, okay, I get it. And at first I really liked how it sounded too, but then I just felt like it just went on and I was like, I wasn't as into it. I still liked it because the lyrics are still, you know, Sonny did write it, but I feel like this one is just kind of a little bit of a retread of I Got You Babe. And, you know, it's fine. I'm gonna put a like next to it though because I did like how it started off, but at the end of it I was kind of like, I get it, you know. I wish it was a little more creative. Track number 5, Bring It On Home to Me. Okay.
Change your mind about leaving me.
About leaving. I like Sonny's vocals here. They were nice. Yeah. All in response.
You know I laugh. Bring your sweet loving.
Bring your sweet
Bring it
loving.
on home to me.
Bring it on home.
Wherever. Change your mind.
Okay, this one I actually liked a little more than the last one. I like how it was simple. They were just telling it's like, come on, bring your love on home to me. And I like how you felt like they were kind of begging each other. They were calling and responding to each other. Bring it on home. Bring it on home. So this one I did like. I'm kind of shocked that they wouldn't have released this one as a single because I think that it's a little better than But You're Mine. Now, granted, this is another cover. Who it's by? That's a good question. Let's find out. It's who are you by? Oh, Sam. That name sounds familiar. Sam Cooke. Yeah. So, is this another? This is another song that's in the Hall of Fame of rock and or 50 songs that shaped rock and roll. So I did like it, and I would listen to it again. Track number 6, Set Me Free.
You will set me free, free,
Free, free.
set me free, little girl. Why don't you let me be, little girl?
I like how he's saying girl. That's so weird.
If you try, all you gotta do is set me free, free. Set me free. Set me free.
This was another interesting piece. The chorus itself is very catchy with a free, 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 free. Sonny sounds really nice here. I actually did like his vocals. The way he was saying "little go," it was a little strange. One of the things I've been forgetting to say, but I kind of want to say it now, is that after we listened to the Sonny side of Cher, I really did like. I could hear Cher's vocals maturing in that album, and then with the start of this album, I really felt like we were kind of receding a little back to like the first like material type stuff. And this album for sure, at this stage of the game, has been a mix. There's some where her voice sounds like how it did like in Look at Us and All I Really Want to Do, but I'm also getting a few Sonny Side of Cher vocals, and that makes me wonder, like, even though this came out after the Sonny Side of Cher, like, were they recorded around the same time? Was this technically recorded before? I'm not sure, but it's weird. But I did like this one because the free, that'll stick out in my head. Okay, we are now on side B of the record. We begin with track number 7, What Now, My Love?
What now, my love?
Oh, there we go. There's nice Cher. I love the production here.
Hand on my home. We gotta go. Stripped of my heart. Stripped of my soul. What now, my love?
Oh, that's so pretty.
What now, my love?
Wow, the band is killing it. You're like, okay, so far this is the biggest gem of the album. This song, in a weird way, it reminded me like of an 80s or 90s power ballad. Like it was very, very driven with just its chorus, its verses, everything about it. And what I find interesting is that if we don't count the 3 bonus tracks, this is the longest song on the album, and I think it shows because it has so much time to breathe. I really felt that, you know, with a lot of these older, especially the last 3 albums I've listened to, the songs are so quick that none of them really ever, and this is also a product at the time too, but none of them ever get the chance to like grow. I know sometimes I say, I'm like, well, that went on a little too long, and you know, sometimes you feel like that, but this I felt like was the perfect length. It had the absolute amount of time it needed to breathe and grow. Sonny's vocals were really nice. Cher's vocals were really nice. It just kept growing, and it's like you feel this sense of urgency. Like, what now, my love? Where do we go from here? Like, what on God's green earth do we do? I loved it. I thought it was so far the best out of the album. And with this being the second single, it was the highest charting by 1 point up from the last one. But I loved this. I felt it was absolutely beautiful, and they slayed the scene. Track number 8, Leave Me Be.
Cause I'm missing you. My mind tells me I have to fight, but I can't help missing you alone.
Leave me alone.
But leave me alone until I can.
I will have to say, with sometimes the mixing on these like old 60s albums, you really get I feel like Sonny and Cher are right here right now with how like pure the vocal sound is. I feel like they're in this room with me right now. Who knows, maybe Sonny's ghost is here. Son, is that you? So I hear, okay.
Think about you without feeling sorry for myself. Oh,
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, a cold end. That's rare for some of these songs. Okay, that was Leave Me Be. That was an interesting piece. I wasn't absolutely in love with it, but what stuck out to me was the production. I loved, like I said, it sounded like they were right here. They were here. I'm telling you, they're in this room. So I liked this one. I was like, he's like, if I'm quiet, it just means I miss you. And I was like, aw, son. So I actually, you know what? Lyrically, I wasn't really grooving with everything, but I did like it at the end of the day. So there's that. Track number 9, I Look For You. Oh, a violin. We love it.
Because I didn't care.
I didn't care.
Out of line.
Line.
And I caught
Sonny.
you crying. You could hear me cry.
Well, it's here. Okay, so this was another Sonny penned, song, and I'm kind of disappointed in him so far with his contributions and his writing, because I just think he's a little better than this. This song was okay. There were parts of it I liked. His voice was very, very bright on this one. I was like, okay, son, tone it down just a tad. But yeah, this is probably my least favorite out of all the ones that I've heard so far. It was okay. Track number 10, Laugh at Me, which was also written by Sonny Bono, and I'm hoping with a title like this it'll be funny. So here we go. Make me laugh, son.
I never thought I'd cut a record by myself. But I got something I want to say.
Oh, it's a Sonny solo
I want
song.
to say it for Cher. And I hope I say it for a lot of people.
Aww.
Why do they try to make me run? Son of a gun now. What do they care? Hey, it ain't me. That's going. Laugh at me. Yeah, that's not fair. He can walk by and say hi.
Okay, that was Laugh at Me, and I'm gonna put a like next to it just because Sonny is such a freaking goofball, and that starting, the way that started, I just have to, I can't not love that. But other than that, there is nothing in this song that he literally, I get it, you dress weird, I get it, Sonny. I find it so funny. He was like, I need to just talk about this myself. It's just me. No Cher right now. This also did sound a little bit like a Rolling Stone. There were parts of it where I was like, you could mash these two up and it would be very similar. Yeah, I didn't love it, but again, because he's a goofball, we'll put a like next to it. But we already heard everything that he said before. Track number 11, Turn Around. Turn Around. Not that song, but here we go. Oh, Cher. I like that. Yes. It's like a lullaby.
My little one, little one,
Little one.
where are you going, my baby, my own? Turn around and you're two, turn around and you're four, turn around and you're a young girl going out of the door. Turn around, turn around.
I felt that. This is kind of, wow, okay, hang on. Let me put a like next to this. This might be my second favorite song I've heard on here. This one is mostly Cher on lead vocals. Sonny is doing a little bit of backing from what I can hear. But what I like is that she's kind of playing a mom in this song. And she's like, my little girl is growing up. Like, she's 2, she's 4, she's grown, she's out. This was very much, it reminded me a little bit of Slipping Through My Fingers by ABBA, which I learned through Mamma Mia, the musicale. I actually really did like this. Cher's vocals were very nice. It's so funny to me, like, how we've evolved as singers in, like, the past, like, few years. Because, I mean, this is such a real, raw voice. And, like, she's playing a mom here, but she was only in her late teens at this stage of the game. So, or like early 20s, I forget, the dates are always fuzzy to me, like with how old she was. She's ageless in my eyes, but she was fairly young here. But it's like, she doesn't sound like how whatever her age is would sound nowadays. Like if it was nowadays, they'd be like, I turn around. Which, well, past 19 or past 2005, there's just no excuse for it anymore. But you know what I mean? Or it would sound so processed that it doesn't sound real, like a certain peep I know. So it's sad, but I love the real rawness of her voice. So yeah, this was very lovely. Slipping Through My Fingers, Turn Around. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Track number 12, the final track of the album, the original album, we have So Fine. Okay, I like this.
So fine,
So Fine.
so fine, yeah. Send those tears up and down my spine. Whoa, whoa, yeah, so fine. Well, I know.
Okay, what I loved about this song is it's really simple in execution. It's got a nice bounce to it, but what I love is that they're saying that my love, my significant other, they're so fine. Like, not just in looks, but in everything else that they do. It's a fun little closer to the album. It's a fun little, it's an album track to me, but I think it's a very fun one to listen to. It would be very pleasant to have on in the background. Okay, so on the original vinyl release of the album, that's where So Fine is where it ends. However, when it was reissued on CD in 1999, they included 3 bonus tracks that were, I guess, intended for the album, but just did not make it at the end of the day, which is fine and cool here. And since this is like, I may have some new people with my shared discography, we always do bonus tracks. Like, that's my thing. We're always going to tackle a bonus track if it was included in some way. So these are 3 other songs that didn't see the light of day until 1999. So here we go. We begin with track number 13, The Revolution Kind, which is a name that sounds familiar. So here we go.
Here, just like you. And if I say a thing or two,
Oh no!
oh no,
Oh no!
oh
Okay, so that was The Revolution Kind, And this was just a Sonny song, so I actually thought it was really interesting that Sonny got two, well, in a sense, because it's included on this now, two solos. But I like this song. I like how it had the drive. You know, and weirdly enough, I'll make fun of his voice all I want, and people say he's not a good singer. I don't hate his voice. Like, I think it's very unique, so I'm never upset when I hear it. One of the things that I wanted to say, because I didn't want to seem like, you know, too... when I was listening to the song, I was also looking at some things because I just wanted to be sure. It seems as though that these three songs that I said never saw the light of day had seen the light of day, but either they were B-sides or some other types of things. One of the things I found out in my research while doing this journey is that Sonny had a solo album, just kind of like a one-off thing. But this song didn't look like it was in... This song was not included in that album until they reissued that again on CD. So I don't know. And according to... one of the other things I've seen, even though it's not listed as a single, apparently Laugh at Me was also a single from this album, so, but it's just credited to Sonny, but on this it's technically Sonny and Cher, so oh my god, I'm messing up things left and right, but I'm so sorry, what can I do? So you guys can correct me, anything I mess up, just let me know in the comments below, but the Revolution kind I thought was fun, it had a little drive to it, and I wouldn't mind hearing it again. Track number 14, Have I Stayed Too Long? Okay, that was Have I Stayed Too Long, and with this one, I don't know, I was not as into it as I wanted to be. There are some very pretty elements to it. I think, again, the production is rather stellar, but I don't know, maybe I'm getting a little burnt out, but I was just kind of like, I feel like I've heard this already, and I don't know, maybe on a few repeat listens we'll see, but it was not my favorite. Track number 15 is called Crying Time, and we've all been there, so here we go. Off. There we go. Okay, that was Crying Time, and one of the things that I liked about this song is that it flowed rather nicely with the "It's crying time again," and na 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 na. So I did enjoy that. It was kind of, in a sense, a little like a lullaby. Was it my favorite thing I've heard? Not necessarily from them, but I did enjoy it, so I will put a like next to it. Okay, guys, we did it. We finished the wondrous world of Sonny and Cher, and yeah, I'm a little underwhelmed by this one. There were some songs I liked, but on the whole, I really do feel like this was vastly inferior to, what's it called? Look at us, look at us. So with this album, the one thing I was tallying is that on this album there are 4 Sonny Bono written songs, and on this one there are 3. And it's really weird because it just feels like Sonny almost had nothing to do with this album, unlike the first. So my favorite songs on here were most definitely, I put a like next to quite a few of them, but the ones that stuck out to me were What Now My Love and Turn Around. Turn Around I really, really did enjoy. Summertime is really nice. Tell Him was really good too. I'm Leaving It Up to You is all good too. So there are some nice songs on here, but I think what stuck out for me with this album is that while it does improve on some things from Look at Us, like I would say the production on this album is a million times better than, because let's face it, Look at Us does kind of sound like it was a little cheaper than this one, which is fine, it's cool, whatever. But I feel that it doesn't really have the charm of the first one, especially with, you know, Sonny writing the more of just at least one more, but that made all the difference of the songs. This one just felt like they were, I didn't feel a whole lot of personality from them. The most that came out of personality was during Laugh at Me, and that we only got Sonny there. So on the whole, this was not my favorite piece so far that I've listened to them on. I just feel like it just didn't have any of their character, their flavor to it, which is fine because again, this is only their second album, so I feel like I think they have 3 more after this. But you definitely, this feels a little more like Sonny's album than it does Cher's, where I'd argue that Look at Us is an equal like collaboration between them. This one I felt like I was getting a little more Sonny on it, which is a shame too, considering he didn't really write a whole lot of it. I guess it is what it is, but yeah, I would rank, if I was to say like ranking so far where I'm at, this is probably my second least favorite. My least favorite still is probably All I Really Want to Do, and this would be ranked at like, you know, well, how many have I listened to now? 4 albums, so this would be, if we're ranking, you know, highest being 1 to 4, this is 3. So that's not too bad, but yeah, it just really wasn't my favorite. One thing I want to say though, I noticed this when I was looking at the cover. The pants that they're wearing, the corduroy pants, they both have the same pants. I didn't even realize that until like I looked a little closer, but we love that. We love a matching couple. So that was my thoughts on the wondrous world of Sonny and Cher. What do you guys think of this album? And you know, I'm also, this title of it is called technically The Wondrous, not The Wondrous. Well, I guess you say it either way the same, but it's not spelled the correct way, but it's done that way on purpose though. But The Wondrous, or The Wondrous World of Cher, take it as you will. What do you guys think of this album? Let me know in the comments below. As always, do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha, Twitter at Sal Says Stuff. I will see you guys next Wednesday when we tackle Cher's third studio album, which is promptly titled Cher, or since it technically has the accent in her name, Cher. That's not really French. How would you say Cher in French? Cher. No, that's not it. You get the drift. So I always end on a pun, and this album, I'm just happy that I'm being set a little free. Set me free. So there we go. I think. Well, no, that doesn't really work now, does it? You know what? If you didn't like my reaction to it, just leave me be. How's there? There's that. Okay, you know what? I'm done. No good puns here. But thank you guys so much for watching. You have a great day, great weekend. Whenever you're watching it, again, have a great day. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.